Oh, you can probably hear Pokemon in the background. Close the door. I know I already sent one today on my boring thoughts of Diet Pepsi, but I was just washing dishes, which I'm doing more because our dishwasher broke. And we're gonna get it repaired, then we decided just to get a new one if we're moving, make the house more attractive Anyway, I have to wash dishes. I can't leave it all up to Paul because it accumulates madly insane. So anyway, I was washing dishes, just feeling good about washing dishes, doing something that Paul usually does, and bam, I started thinking about my sister, and I just realized, like, what the fuck? She's the one maintaining silence, because why not be like, hi, even if that's not how she really feels. Like, say she feels that I'm being ridiculous about this birthday thing. Like, she's assuming it's about my birthday and I'm being ridiculous. But she's sending me texts like, you're breaking my heart. Please talk to me. Well, then why not be like, I'm so sorry about your birthday. There wasn't anything I could do about it. Please talk to me if there's anything I can do. If there's anything more, like, it surprises me that you would be so upset about birthday. That's it. All she has to say. We wouldn't go back to being friends. But why isn't she doing that? Why isn't she doing that? Why is it just silence with spurts of "you're hurting me"? And I miss Poppy. Was the last one, but is it a conscious tactic? Is it a tactic? No, I think she is a confused woman. I mean, I think that's what my therapist thinks. That she's operating like on like some really confused multiple levels, like almost multiple person DID. But she has a consistent persona, so I mean that's not true. But like in her consciousness, in her awareness of reality, she seems to have compartmentalized herself. So that's fucked up. But anyway, that's analyzing her. I just got mad. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why don't you check in with me? And then if she did do my script that I just said, I would be like, the birthday, my birthday thing did bother me. I felt you were untruthful, whether or not I'm right or wrong. It triggered, she would probably think trigger is like a, too trendy to, what's the word? It caused me to contemplate our relationship going back decades. And I've been thinking long and hard about things, and it's not pretty. Whatever, something like that. Like whatever it is, my prepared statement would be. I'm sorry to be bombarding you with this. I just don't know what to do with my reg. Paul will be home from work soon, and I could jump on him. And with Paul, I start to get worked up to like Klonopin levels because, usually, not always, but because he's whatever his affect, he doesn't indicate empathy or outrage. He's like frustrated. I want to get more out of him, and I always have the suspicion. I did confront him with this recently, that he's known her since 1991, and she's been good to him, friendly, always friendly. Back in those early days, she let us sleep over at her apartment, and that was a great escape for him. But then it all went to hell with her roommates, and anyway, that didn't actually last long, but I think he appreciated that at that time, left a positive image of her. Anyway, he likes her. He's always liked her. She's always been nice to him. She gave him a job. So I always think like he might think I'm going off the deep end, like, but he is in reality. He does know that she is kind of nuts, like in the sense of like making unrealistic plans, being chaotic, uh, um, being self-centered. I guess I think that's the worst that he would think of her. But I confronted him and I was like, you're so into her. I mean, you like her so much that you don't think that I'm being appropriate. Like my emotions are like out of control over someone who is a decent person. And he was kind of like, that's not how I feel. So it wasn't really satisfying conversation. But one thing he said, because I was flipping out, like not headbanging, but I was getting worked up, Clonopin level, and I was like, um, what was I like? What was I like? Oh, I was like, I'm so sick. This was the day at therapy. I had a breakdown later that day. I was like, everybody loves her. I was like, everyone in my family, everyone at work, as far as I know, all her friends, and she has a lot of friends. Like they all see her as this like angel who will help anyone in their time of need, and who's funny and blah, all the good things about her that are observable. And I was like, nobody knows. I was like, I know the dark side. I know. I felt it. She's blah 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 blah. And like, so I was doing that, saying that, and he was like, "You don't know this. You don't know how everybody feels about her. You don't know that everyone thinks she's an angel and perfect." And I almost wondered if he knew something that I don't know, like something going down at the office, like he's hearing gossip or something, or if he was just trying to give me a reality check, like that I'm whatever it is, not catastrophizing, but black and white thinking, I guess. Like everybody loves her. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'm reality check. I'm not sure. Um, I can think of people over the years who didn't mesh well with her, didn't like her. Uh, Very few. I mean, over the course of my lifetime, and of course, her adversaries in court, in her job. But even then, she always boasts of how like, oh, we fight the fight in the courtroom, but outside the courtroom, we're yucking it up, joking. Like, it's like we all know it's all for show, or the battle. Like we're more chummy with each other than we care about our clients. I mean, they do care about their clients. They do want to win because that means money for them. But it's kind of like a specialty field, landlord tenant. So they all know each other. All the judges that do that and all the attorneys. So it's kind of like a little chummy club thing, and she loves that. So, and she's popular in that world too. So God damn, what's gonna happen? And today I was like, maybe even when I was washing dishes, I was like, what am I losing by severing ties? Like I'm losing the things that I like about her. She makes me laugh. And she can tell a really interesting and funny story, although she's really fucking long winded. And it's aggravating. I mean, when you see Beast like twitching, I mean, I feel for her at those moments. Although I don't like Beast rudely interrupting. Because my sister's always going to be more interesting than Beast, but as we know. But, um, uh, oh yeah, what will I miss? So I'll miss like the things I like about her personality, and I'll miss her generosity. Like not so much like taking me to a great restaurant or buying me new shoes, but more like help. We don't have enough money for whatever, and we don't want to ask Nancy, and um, my Nancy would be like stern and like, you need to manage your money better. Carol Ann would just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can only give you $2,000. And no lecture, no, seemingly no judgment on the surface, I think. I always thought there was no judgment with that. And Paul, he would always feel relieved if we were really, it hasn't happened that many times, but if we were really hard up for money, that we could go to her instead of his mom. So the craven part of me will miss that. I mean, who wouldn't miss a source of money? A family member that gives you money. I don't think I'm like a monster for that. And really, I really like when I think about like that damn credit card or this Macy's card that she lent me and never asked for back. I never used, but like I feel repulsion. I feel like I don't want those things. I don't want it. Like it would be nice. Like so. Anyway, I'm saying that I would miss, calling on her in like kind of an emergency and like not having that. But I don't want like the treats. I'm not gonna miss it. Even though I enjoyed it for many years, I always felt a little woozy, queasy, yucky about it. And she always seemed so like ecstatic, like at the latest restaurant or shopping trips. Like I would get tired. I'd get tired, not just my feet, but like my soul. And she would be relentlessly like grabbing things for me to try on because she felt bad that I might have mentioned like, God, I don't have any shirts, so I have no shirts for summer. Like I have like one, and so then it would be like a trip to Macy's where she's picking out like 750 shirts, and I would just like die, like it would be fun for a half hour and then not fun anymore, and it would go on for 2 more hours, and I don't miss that. I won't miss that. There was something I was thinking about that the shopping, the weirdness. Oh, it gave her too much happiness. It gave her a weird happiness that I've never thought about until right now. Like in the past, I would just be like, oh, like she loves to shop. She's kind of a shopaholic on herself, and she likes to spread her wealth and take care of her little sister. Like, you know, this is fun for her. It's like her pastime, so it's fun to share her pastime and help someone in need who only has one shirt. So, yeah, I would like in passing mention things, and it would turn into like, we have to do this. Or, sometimes I would be like angling, or I'd be like, I need winter boots. Could you please buy me them? I mean, I'd be very direct with her too. So yeah. The pleasure. The pleasure is weird, isn't it? I don't know. Like if I had more money than you did, and it would be fun for me to take you shopping. I mean, maybe that's the Herlihy in me. Be gratifying to put a smile on your face, that you have whatever. So I mean, I kind of get her impulse. It's just the oozy, weird, like not quite right, emotional thing. Like she'd be sparkling, glowing, like, ah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Got to go. 14 minutes.